Hello and welcome to the top 50 Easter eggs in Fallout 4. You know what time it is, and today I have 10 absolutely awesome Easter eggs and secrets to show you guys. As always, let me know your most favorite one in this episode down in the comments, but without any more information said, let's get into the video. So kicking off the compilation, we're going to take a look at this pyramid located on the Sentinel site. Now, we already covered this and a small secret location to those new to the game. However, I also uncovered a small secret about this pyramid. So taking a look at this pyramid at first glance, you can see one eerie looking pyramid in the distance, as well as 4 structures pointing out of the ground. Now, there's more structures around this area, but take a note about the entire layout and design of this. There's also 4 round circles on each side of the pyramid, something you all need to take note of as well as the overall look of the wasteland. Everything's flat around it. Now, if we take a look at this image, this was taken directly from the Huffington Post back on the 14th of the 4th, 2014. Now, this is sharing what looks to be a very haunting and dramatic set of pictures of a giant pyramid which was once built to track the end of the world. Ever since the US Library of Congress released this image, it has drawn a lot of attention, and even the location of this pyramid in real life is very, very confusing as well. It's in North Dakota, now northeast of Tactical Road, southeast of Tactical Road South. So it's a really mysterious official location. You can't really go up to it as well. And like I said, the pyramid was built to track the progress of a nuclear war if one ever occurred via a massive dedicated radar system. The complex provided launch control systems for 30 anti-ballistic missiles, the maximum permitted under the 1972 Anti-Ballistic Missile Treaty. It operated for just a year from 1975 to 1976, but then it was deactivated. I'm not too sure why, but just taking a look at it, you can tell it's definitely got something to do with nuclear war, based off the actual pyramid I showed you earlier. Now, going into the second Easter egg, we're going to be taking a look at something which references Skyrim. If you go into any sort of builder mode and go over to signs, and go all the way across to the right hand side, you will see this new sign. Now, this is a notice sign. Now, we're not looking at anything on the sign, we're looking at the black handprint. Now, this handprint is something depicted straight from Skyrim. So if you guys have played Skyrim, you may have some knowledge of the Dark Brotherhood, and unfortunately I never played it that seriously to understand what the Dark Brotherhood was, but it's still a really good Easter egg in Fallout 4, which kind of switches between the game of Skyrim and Fallout 4 and just brings both worlds together and closer. But someone from the Dark Brotherhood is in this game, and it's just very interesting and amusing to know that the people up at Bethesda Studios are trying to incorporate these things and give us something else to think about. But I don't think we're ever going to find out who really owns this handprint. Now, I believe we see this handprint in other locations separately around the map. Of course, you can go on your own little treasure hunt to try and find these handprints, and if you do, you know where they're from. So this next Easter egg is actually a reference of the Swedish heavy metal band known as Catatonia. Now, if you guys have listened to their music or understand who they are, then you'll definitely know what this Easter egg is if you come over to Listening Post Bravo station. You can find this located right here. Once you're over at this location, you're going to want to locate this terminal under the elevator. Once you've located the terminal, you'll see someone under the name of Sergeant J.P. Rensky, otherwise known as the lead singer Jonas Rensky, and you'll see the initials DEK, which is Dead End Kings. Within that transcript, you will also see other lyrics out of some of their songs. Of course, you can go and break that down for yourself. And next up, we're going to take a look at Sunshine's Tiding Co-op, and once you're over at this location, you're going to want to locate Professor Goodfields. Now, once you've located him, you're then going to want to go over to the terminal and unlock the terminal. Now, it is on Novice, so it should be fairly easy to unlock. Once it's accepted the password, you're then going to want to go into Mr. Handy Control and then change the protocol to Guard Protocols. Once you set it to this, you will understand there's a small Easter egg from Doctor Who in which Professor Goodfields will now start going around saying exterminate. This is a blatant Easter egg to Doctor Who, and for those of you guys who have watched Doctor Who or haven't watched Doctor Who, then you would know who the Daleks are and what they say, what they do, and mainly what they say. And the phrase otherwise known as exterminate comes out of the Daleks a lot. Pretty much when anyone thinks of the Daleks, they think of the phrase exterminate. It's a very, very eerie and ghoulish phrase, but exterminate is the Easter egg here, referencing Professor Goodfields to the Daleks. Anyway, as you can see right now, he's just walking around or flying or hovering around however you want to say it, saying exterminate at random points throughout the dialogue. So it's very, very interesting, and I love this Easter egg. Anyway, let's not diddle daddle and let's get into the next Easter egg located in the Wicked Shipping Fleet lockup. Once you're in this location, look over for the open back lorry kind of thing, and you will see 4 blocks which spell the name Gary. Above this, you will also see a teddy bear sitting in a crate, and if you guys have played Fallout 3, then you may know what Gary resembles. So one of the best vaults, known as Vault 108, was filled with loads of clones, otherwise known as Gary. Whether one of those clones managed to escape Vault 108 and is now roaming around in the wasteland in Fallout 4 is down to a mystery, but someone knows Gary. Maybe it's a clone, or maybe it's someone searching for Gary. But nonetheless, this is a great Easter egg cross-referencing Fallout 3 to Fallout 4, and if you guys are a diehard or a fanatic of the Fallout series, then you would definitely love this Easter egg. Now, I've also got other images through Twitter that some of you guys have been seeing these blocks in other locations, so I wouldn't be surprised if you find this block somewhere else, but there's very few of these things around the map, so if you do find any other locations, feel free to tweet me them, as well as the location you find this block in. Anyway, I hope you enjoy Gary. Anyway, next up, we're going to take a look in Diamond City, and for those of you guys who are a baseball fan, then you would definitely know what this Easter egg resembles. So this is the famous red seat at Fenway. Now, this is the lone red seat in the right field bleachers that signifies the longest home run ever in Fenway. Now, as you can see in Diamond City, just taking a look at the row of seats, I'm not too sure if you can see that properly because the sunlight might not be in the right direction, but there is definitely a red seat located within all the seats on Diamond City just around the back. Now, I'll zoom in quickly just so you can see this seat. It's definitely red, located in all of the brown seats, and this is definitely an Easter egg from Fenway in which you see the lone red seat from the longest home run ever at Fenway. So nonetheless, this is a really cool Easter egg, and for those of you guys who are diehard baseball fans, then you would definitely understand exactly what this Easter egg is. Anyway, here is another image of the lone red seat, and it's just great to see these small minor Easter eggs in Fallout 4. Tunnel snakes rule! That's right, if you get McCleary and make your way down into the railway place, that is the exact location I am at. Once you're over at this location, you're then going to want to have subtitles on and then bring McCready with you, and eventually he will say the phrase tunnel snakes rule. This is a phrase directly taken out of Fallout 3, and few fanatics out there you would understand what it means. Anyway, here is the phrase.
I've made the right choice sticking with you.
That was it.
I'm at me. Sorry. I heard that a long time ago.
So for those of you guys who are wondering where you can see these international holidays dotted around the wasteland, I'm going to be showing you where you can see the Happy Halloween. All you're going to want to do is come over to the customs house, make your way in through the secret door. Once you have made your way through the door, you will notice you'll be in some sort of grisly, grimy, and very spooky room. Now this room has chained doors, it has blooded skeletons, and it also has loads of really creepy things. But something to take a look at, and just a small note at, is the Happy Halloween banner, which is dangling from the roof. Now for those of you guys who know some of these Easter eggs around the map, you may see some Happy Halloweens, you may see some Merry Christmas, you may see some Christmas trees, Happy Easter, you may see international holidays and national holidays dotted around the map to show that the wasteland does celebrate these holidays. And this is where you can see one of the best Happy Halloween celebrations in the wasteland. So I hope you do enjoy this Easter egg, and definitely go and check this location out. It's very, very scary and spooky, and it has definitely its fair share of gore. Now there's also a pumpkin graffitied onto the wall, which is another reference to the Halloween international holiday of having pumpkins, so it's just a great humanizing Easter egg which shows the wasteland celebrates these international holidays just like we do. So let's take a look at the next location. All you're going to want to do is make your way to the General Atomics Galleria, and once you're over in this location, you're going to want to look up the Movie Kingpin, and what you will notice is in one of the bold distributors, you will see a left hand. Now this is a reference from the Movie Kingpin, and for those of you guys who have seen the movie, you would understand that there is a very famous scene which involves the right hand and how he throws the ball down the aisle and it gets a strike. Now what Bethesda have done is included the left hand in the ball distributor in the bowling alley, which isn't the right hand, the infamous right hand in this movie, but it's definitely an Easter egg which references the movie Kingpin. Anyway, if you guys don't know the movie, then I recommend you go and Google it. It's a very good movie, and loads of users on Reddit have been discussing this Easter egg for a few days now, and they have come to the conclusion that this is definitely a reference from the movie Kingpin. Anyway, if you want to get yourself a plant which is taken straight out of Skyrim, make your way over to the Prydwen, or however you pronounce that name. Anyway, once you are over at this ship, you're going to want to take a look at the experimental plant, and what you will notice is that this plant is taken straight out of Skyrim, otherwise known as the Nirnroot. Now, if you guys have played Skyrim, you'll be familiar with this plant. If you haven't, then this is a direct Easter egg from Skyrim. But guys, that's all I got time for today. If you did enjoy this video, then please don't leave without clicking that like button, and if you are new here, I do recommend you click that subscribe button as well, as you'll never miss out on any more Fallout 4 content every single day. Anyway guys, let me know your thoughts as well as your favorite Easter egg and some new Easter eggs you want to share with us down in the comments section below. But guys, my name is Nort, and I'll see you all next time.